This car is destined to set records. That's the short but telling characterization of the Sadair Spear hypercar, made by Christian von Koenigsegg himself. And by the looks of it, the man is absolutely right. The Sadair Spear broke cover earlier this week as the latest vehicular insanity born in Sweden. Compared to the Jesko Attack on which it is based, it comes with more power, less weight, better aerodynamics, and upgrades all around, from the interior to the brake and suspension systems. And that shows, as right from initial testing it became obvious this version is better than the Attack even. As per Koenigsegg, the Sadair took to the Gotland ring track in Sweden, and it managed to finish a lap of the circuit 1.1 seconds faster than the car it is based on. As a reminder, the Attack managed to do the same in 2 minutes and 56.97 seconds, 8 seconds faster than the previous record holder, the Porsche GT3 RS. How was this possible? Well, the tweaks I briefly mentioned made all the difference, and I'll start with the ones that changed the output of the hypercar's powertrain. Just like the Attack, the Sadair is powered by a twin-turboed V8 engine and a flywheel-free transmission controlled through steering wheel-mounted paddles. Koenigsegg, however, increased its power levels using a series of engineering tricks, and first on the list was a redesign of the air intakes. The increased breathing capability of the power plant added no less than 25 horsepower to the total that's on E85, and just 20 horsepower on standard fuel. The carmaker then threw in some engine calibration tricks, but also improved the oil cooling capability and the car's underpinnings. All of this makes the Sadair Spear a new bar in Koenigsegg's performance evolution. That means the total troop of the Spear now stands at a heart-stopping 1,625 horsepower, again, when using E85 fuel, as the standard unleaded stuff will only give you access to 1,300 horses. The engine redlines at 46,000 RPM, something that's impossible to explain in words. The car was modified aerodynamically as well, given how new performance numbers needed to be accommodated. Compared to the base Jesko, there's a new top-mounted double-blade active rear wing to increase downforce, especially at track speeds, but also a longer rear as whole, something that should improve stability. The underfloor strakes, but also the wheel arch louvers, have been refined as well. Koenigsegg extended the front canards and louvers, reimagined the hood vents, including by fitting new gurney flaps, and installed specially designed Aircore carbon fiber wheels. All 4 are of the 7-spoke turbine blade variety shod in wider wheels made specifically for track use. The Sadair Spear can be driven on the road just as well. Beneath the revised bodywork, the carmaker fitted upgraded mechanical bits. Each wheel is equipped with multi-layer carbon ceramic brakes and tied to a dedicated suspension system that relies, among other things, on triplex dampers made in-house and the active ride height system. All these upgrades would have meant little if they hadn't been accompanied by interior tweaks made to the Jesko, but exclusive to the Sadair Spear. The focus here was to make everything as light as possible, as Koenigsegg is always chasing that elusive for many 1-to-1 power-to-weight ratio. That's why we only get a minimalist center console between the redesigned carbon fiber seats equipped with 3-point seat belts, a 6-point racing harness is available as an option, and the dashboard where the instruments are located. Even in this Spartan environment there are plenty of modern-day fittings. Drivers and their passengers will be able to enjoy the steering-mounted smart cluster display, the smart center command interface, USB connectivity, and inductive phone charging. The usual auto-skin sound system remains, and there is also a bird-eye parking assist feature on deck. The carmaker says the Spear is 77 pounds lighter than the base vehicle. That, coupled with the increase in power, should make the hypercar the one to watch out for on the track. Presented as the company celebrates a decade since the Koenigsegg 1 came about, the Sadair Spear was named after a horse. Okay, not just any horse, but the favorite one of Jesko von Koenigsegg, Christian von Koenigsegg's father and a passionate gentleman jockey. That's the horse the man rode in his final race back in 1976. Sadair Spear will be made available for the global markets, but only 30 of them will ever be produced. As it usually happens with such high-profile vehicles, none of the 30 is no longer available for purchase, as every single one was instantly sold upon its private unveiling. It's unclear exactly how much Koenigsegg's customers had to pay for their rides, but the word in the industry is the price set of these things was in the $5 million range. That's for each of the 30 cars, just to be clear.